We won't get no views with that. Wait, hold up. I just thought.
Judy's always first. Come on, Judy. She usually pushes the gate open. Go ahead. She up too. Come on. This is Dolly. Come on. This is Terry. He was born here. He was born right out here, and that's Dolores. This is Tina, and Dolores was born here too. This is the crew.
I think in a lot of ways, everybody talks about, priorities in life. And, it's one thing to say that your family's a priority. It's another thing to be intentional about making them a priority. There's a consuming part to this job that if you don't have balance, and I mean this specifically with my wife, Cece, and our relationship, that if I can't take time to regroup and actually refresh and have a better perspective as a coach, I think there's a time where you can become consumed and make things worse than what they were. If I didn't have a relationship with Cece that gave me better perspective, I genuinely wouldn't be able to connect and to have, I think, the perspective I need to in tough moments if it wasn't for her.
Because I only lived in the same town my whole entire life. My parents stayed there for 30 years. Lubbock was my only second place I ever lived. So it's home. And I have some friends that are still here from college. My memories where I grew the most. So for me, as the mom, the transition's been awesome.
Because a lot of times my dad's working, and so when he gets home, it allows us to play pickleball as a family and just get but sometimes it almost gets a little heated, but that's just because people don't want to admit I'm the best at pickleball in the family. I'm the best at golf in the family.
That's crazy. Crazy. No, that's not true. That is not true.
Oh, yes.
And I think the ages that my kids are, all teenagers, they have the grit and the ability to comprehend, this is awesome, this is for the whole family, I'm gonna make the best of it. I think from what they've said, it's been a blast.
The great thing and the reason why we wanted to have a place that we could spend time when it's travel basketball and Cece's driving 5 hours one way in the same day, twice round trips trying to get people to sporting events. When we come home, it's just great to have an opportunity where we can all be together. If there's any confirmation that I have that we're at the right place at the right time, is just the fact that our family is so connected and loves it here. We're exactly where we're supposed to be.
Every morning, come right in, go through here, start to figure out what the day's gonna look like. You hear the ball bouncing, you hear people on the court on a usual day. Nobody here today, that's okay, getting good rest. Practice is ramped up pretty substantially this week. So going 2 hours, just up to it, guys are taking a toll, they're feeling it, so they're starting to acclimate, starting to get in good condition, which makes the rest even more important. We want guys being hydrated. We want to make sure that they're eating breakfast, make sure that they're getting fluids in the system, and come in here, we start getting set up, and then we start seeing guys trickle in pretty soon. Usually turn on my music, start getting out some equipment. AC's in here lifting. Usually got somebody else in here also. The women's team sometimes lifting. And that's typically what I walk into. It is the dream job. I've been asked a couple of times since I've been here, where do you see yourself being in 3 to 5 years? And honestly, I don't see myself anywhere else other than Texas Tech. I just hope that one day I just got a big national championship ring on my finger with a bunch of Big 12 rings right next to it. You know, she did just get on camera, though, is how you hold a pen.
That's how I hold it. Haters gonna hate.
That's the best thing about being in the weight room down here, though, is guys come in. They want to say hello. We got chairs in here. We don't need 5 chairs, but we have 5 chairs, and it gives guys a way to be able to come in and just, you know, enjoy being down here and being in the weight room. I want this to be a place that guys hang out, and I think we've been pretty successful in creating that. The Nutrition Center with Korenz is a huge piece with that, where it makes it a hub. If it's not the locker room, maybe the court, but this is probably in there with that, with those two, where this is where the guys want to be, thankfully, and it's a place that they enjoy being. We're gonna go, first off, let's go finish this lift week with a really great lift. Let's make sure that we're focused in, we're doing the things that we need to do to get ready for practice, because it really can be, in a lot of ways, it's an extended warm-up. Okay, if you're doing a leg day particularly, you should be looser and readier, more ready by the time we get out there than you were right now beforehand. I need guys, we're starting on rock and rolls. Let's get 20 jacks to start, we're going right to it. If you're still, you're wrong. Make sure you're always moving. At this point, we've built the motor for every player as big as we can. We want everybody to have the engine of an F350, whether they're the body style of your sleek coupe sports car, or they're bigger and they're like an F-150 or an F-250. We want to take that engine out. We want to put an F-350 in there, able to haul as much as we can possibly haul, able to go as fast as we can. It's race mode now, and we're getting into the season in November. The first race is coming up, and we've got 30+ races that we're going to win.
Coach Wright, he's just as important to the culture as our coaching staff is. We trust him, and we know that we can turn our backs, and we don't have to be in the weight room with him. We don't have to micromanage anything, just because the guys love and respect him. You know, he goes at them, and he corrects them straightforward, but they know that he really cares and that he really loves them.
One word to describe this team: daunting. It's going to be daunting for some team in April.
If I move this direction, he comes off, it's just going to like fill up and spray, and you're going to be late. You want to move up just as he comes up, because he was coming your direction. And I want to be aggressive and make sure I'm ready to go.
When Grant talks about the toughest team wins, stuff like that all the time, it's actually who he is. It's not a cliche or a sports analogy. You know, to be tough, mentally tough, to be resilient it's fun when you have a team. It's fun when you have leadership. So what I'm looking forward to is seeing those leaders step up on the court, seeing everybody get better and believe in what real teamwork looks like, that it's a family, that it's for a greater purpose, that it's not about themselves. I'm really excited to see these guys, with the years they've been given, the gift of their abilities, their God-given talent, for this tiny little piece of life that they have, to just give everything they have. I can't wait to watch it unfold.
There always has to be an edge to it. It doesn't ever stop. For those guys that stops for, you lose. You just can't ever stop, man. There always has to be this competitive fight to win, no matter who you are. Whether it's being on the side doing abs, or whether it's being on the baseline knowing you're up next to Leon and you got to actually be engaged, or it's the shot goes up and every time you're going to hit and weak side wedge, Fede, there's no shortcuts to it. It's flashing up there and catching it, and never like being loose with your dribble, Dev. It's ripping, and if he's going to overplay, you just rip and go straight downhill and put 2 feet in the paint, and if they overhelp, you just make the simple play. It's not shooting, it's just, it never stops. And it's just got to be this relentless pursuit of it. It's got to be every day. Hey, good energy today. Good energy. Hey, Kurt.
We are in downtown Kansas City as we get a chance to talk some Red Raider basketball. Last year, 23-11, finished third in the Big 12 at NCAA tournament appearance, several of them from the Big 12, with Grant McCasland as the head coach there.
Who is the GOAT?
It's LeBron James, and then once he retires, Kerwin Walton will surpass him.
Kerwin Walton. No question. No question. Darian Williams is my GOAT. He's your favorite player's favorite player. Greatest of all time.
You know, as a Red Raider and being a part of Texas Tech basketball and just the current run that we've had, it's an exciting time for us. And to be in the best league in college basketball, there's nothing like it. We love our team. We love the returners. I think we've added some guys that we feel like can help us specifically around the rim. And these days in college athletics, you know, recruiting high school players, you never know what you got. But we have some high school guys that we love. So we're just thrilled about our team and thankful for the opportunity to compete in the best conference in college basketball.